Hello everyone, welcome back to this new video. Today in this lesson we are going to learn non-native speakers versus native speakers. This lesson is very useful for you if you don't know about who is native speaker or who is non-native speakers. Okay, so native speakers are very important, or native means like they are born in United States of America, United States of Kingdom, or UK, US, means Australia, Canada, like that. Okay, so in this lesson we will cover all these type aspects, like difference between native speakers or non-native speakers, what's the difference, or what's the benefits to make a non-native speaker. Okay, so let's see. First of all, if you are new on this channel, then subscribe this channel to see more videos like this. Get started. First of all guys, you have to understand learning and speaking a language can be a complex and manifested experience. So in this presentation I will cover and I will show you most important thing, and when you learn and you are doing very enjoy. Okay, so first of all, let's see native speakers versus non-native speaker. Defining native or non-native speakers. First of all, native speakers mean individuals who have learned English as their first language. English as their first language from birth, typically with an English speaking environment. So we can say they are all native speakers. And if we talk about non-native speakers, non-native English speakers, individuals who have learned English as a second or additional language, often with varying levels of proficiency. I hope you guys understand. Non-native speakers means individuals who have learned English as a second language or additional language. We can say they are non-native speaker. But if you are native speaker, so you must who have learned English as their first language from your birth. So we can say you are a native English speaker people. Okay. So there are some difference and you can define easily using this presentation. Okay, so let's see benefits. So benefits, advantage of native speakers. So what's type advantage? Advantage means fluency and naturalness, cultural awareness, improved comprehension. Okay guys, so fluency and naturalness. Native speakers have a natural command on the language, including idiomatic expressions and nuanced communication. Okay guys, if you are a native speaker, your fluency automatically improve, and your natural command on the language like English, including idiomatic expressions or nuanced communication. Okay, cultural awareness. Native speakers have a deep understanding of the language context. Okay, where you are living. Okay, its social norms associated with the language. Next, improved comprehension. Improved comprehension means native speakers can understand. If you are a native speaker, you can easily understand, process information in English, how to process and how our mind works with English language. You can easily understand and more quickly and effortlessly. Okay, so these are benefits here about the native speakers. Okay, So let's see next challenges faced by non-native speakers. So what's the challenge? If you are non-native speaker, I think you are facing these type challenges. Okay? If you are a native speaker, so you can't face and you have not faced these type challenges if you are a native speaker. Okay guys, so challenge faced by non-native speakers: first, pronunciation and accent. Second type challenge here, vocabulary and idioms. And third type of challenge here, cultural nuances. Okay, pronunciation and accent, like non-native speakers may struggle with accurate pronunciation, okay, and have a distinct accent that can affect communication. Non-native speakers may struggle with accurate pronunciation and have a distinct accent that can affect your communication. Okay, vocabulary and idioms. Second challenge here, mastering the extended vocabulary and understanding idiomatic expressions can be sufficient challenge for non-native speakers. Okay, third, cultural nuisance. Navigating the cultural reference and social causes embedded in the language can be harder for non-native speakers. Okay, if you are a non-native speaker, you will have to face deep type challenges. Okay, but you don't worry, you do practice more and more. If you wanna speak like a native speaker, so watch this video till the end. Okay, so let's see accent and pronunciation differences. First of all, phonological differences, intonation and rhythm. Second, overcome punctuation variations. So there are three types of differences in accent or pronunciation. Okay, so phonological difference. First, phonological difference. Non-native speakers may have difficulty pronouncing certain sounds or syllables that do not exist in the native language. Okay, do not exist in their native language. So this is first difference here, like a phonological difference. Okay, intonation and rhythm, stress and melody of English speech can be challenging for non-native speakers to master. Let's talk again intonation and rhythm. This is most important concept to speak English like a native speaker. Most important concept, rhythm and intonation. Rhythm, stress and melody of English speech can be very challenging for non-native speakers to master. Okay. Third, overcoming punctuation barriers. Pronunciation barriers. Okay, so consistent practice. You do consistent practice and targeted feedback. You must take your feedback with your colleagues, with your friends. Okay, and willingness to embrace one's unique accent can help non-native speakers improve from non-native speakers to native speakers. Okay, so let's see. I hope you guys understand these type challenge. First, phonological. Second, intonation rhythm. And third challenge, overcoming pronunciation barriers. Three type differences here. Okay, let's see next. Next important presentation here about vocabulary and idiom uses. Vocabulary and idiom uses means expansive vocabulary, idiomatic expressions, vocabulary building strategies here, embracing unique vocabulary. Okay, so let's see one by one, or let's know details. Okay, if you have not subscribed, subscribe the channel. Okay, so expensive vocabulary, you know, the English language has an extensive vocabulary, but you don't need more vocabulary, you need only specific vocabulary. Okay, with many words that have multiple meanings and uses. Okay, English language has an extensive vocabulary and with many words that have multiple meanings and uses. Okay, idiomatic expressions, mastering the use of idiomatic expressions which are often culturally specific can be a sufficient challenge for non-native speakers. Okay, vocabulary building strategies here: consistent exposure and context-based learning, and the use of mnemonic devices can help non-native speakers expand their vocabulary. Okay, I think you need vocabulary. So you need vocabulary to improve your English, you improve your fluency. Okay, but you don't need more vocabulary words to remember. Okay, embracing unique vocabulary. Non-native speakers can enrich the language by introducing new words, but the expressions from their own cultural backgrounds. This thing is important here. You expression from their own cultural background words. Okay, this is very important. You can easily improve your vocabulary using this method. Okay, so this is for vocabulary and idiom uses. So you can improve your idiom spaces, idioms expressions also, or vocabulary words. So let's see our next presentation. So our next presentation here, next presentation is about cultural nuisance and communication styles. Okay, so cultural nuisance and communication styles. First, non-verbal communication. Second, pragmatic awareness. And third, cultural sensitivity. Okay, cultural sensitivity. Okay, so non-verbal communication means, cultural nuisance and communication style. First here, non-verbal communication. Non-verbal communication means difference in body language. Difference in body language, eye contact, and personal space can lead to misunderstanding between native or non-native speakers. Okay, here you remember, you do difference using this method from body language, eye contact, or personal space. Okay, using these three things, you can easily understand non-native speakers or native speakers. Now you tell me in the comment box, I am native speaker or non-native speaker. Write in the comment box. Second, pragmatic awareness. Understanding the appropriate use of language such as politeness, formality, and direct communication is crucial for effective cross-cultural integrations. Okay, cultural sensitivity. Embracing and respecting cultural difference can foster more inclusive and productive conversation between native or non-native speakers. Okay, cultural sensitivity means embracing respecting cultural difference can foster more exclusive or productive deep conversations between native or non-native speakers. Okay guys, so this is also important. So you focus on non-verbal communication, pragmatic awareness, and cultural sensitivity also. Okay, so let's see our next presentation. So next presentation slide is here. This is about Assessing English proficiency. Assessing English proficiency. Okay, so here are 3 points you have to focus on. Standardized test. Standardized test. Second, interviews and evaluations. And third, conversational fluency. Conversational fluency. Standard test means, why is it important here? You know, if you want to test, if you want to know about your English level or what type of mistakes you are doing, you want to know. So you have to need a standardized test like recognized assessment like TOEFL, ATLAS, and Cambridge exam measure various aspects of English proficiency. Okay, so you need these type tests also. Okay, interviews and evaluations. One interviews and performance based assessment can provide a more holistic evaluation of an individual's like English skills. Okay, if you want to do an interview and you evaluate yourself using this method, interviews and evaluations. Okay, so like interviews and performance based assessment can provide a more holistic evaluation of an individual's English skills. Okay, third means conversational fluency. Conversational fluency, observing an individual's ability to engage in natural spontaneous conversation is a valuable indicator of English proficiency. Okay, guys, I think you understand this assessing English proficiency. You do easily using standard tests, interview evaluations, and conversational fluency. So let's move on our next slide. So next slide is here. Here are strategies for non-native speakers. You change yourself non-native speakers to native speaker. Okay, so let's see. First strategy is here: immersion and practice. Immersion and practice. First, you do yourself immerse, then do practice more and more. Okay, so actively engaging in conversation. How? Immersion and practice. How is it possible? It's possible. Let's see. Actively engaging in conversations and listening to English media and seeking out opportunities to use the language. Okay, next strategy here: targeted language learning. First, you decide what language you wanna speak, what type of language you wanna learn. First, you target your language. Okay, focusing on specific areas of improvement such as pronunciation, vocabulary, grammar through structured study and feedback. Okay, third strategy here: cultural exploration. Okay, cultural exploration. You know, we have talked multiple times about cultural exploration. Why? You know, without culture, without learning cultural language, without learning culture, so you can't speak like a native speaker. So you have to know cultural of native speakers people. Okay, so developing an understanding of cultural norms, reference, and communication styles to enhance cross cultural communication. Okay, guys, so I hope you understand. So here are 3 strategies to speak like a native speaker. First, immersion and practice. Second, targeted language learning. Third, cultural exploration. Okay, so you must remember. So let's see our next presentation. Next presentation is about embracing diversity in English. Embracing diversity in English. Okay, so this is very common thing. I think you have heard about multiple times. So by recognizing a unique perspective or challenge faced by both native or non-native speakers, This is very common, and we can faster, a more inclusive and interesting linguistic empowerment. Okay, embracing diversity, English communication empowers individuals and strengthens global conversations. So these are benefits here. So you improve your English like a native speaker. Also benefits here in the bird. Okay, so if you have any kind of doubt related to this lesson, please write in the comment box, or see you in my next video very soon.